My name is Leticia Alejandrez, and I'm the Executive Director of the California Family Resource Association. It started in 2005, and we came together because at the time a major funding stream for this field, which is the family support, family strengthening field, was going to be losing some funding, and actually quite a bit of funding. And so at that time there were many people in the community and in the field that were starting to scramble and say, what are we going to do now? We covered the entire state of California. We're in 58 counties, and family resource centers and family strengthening organizations are in every county. It's really a unique field in the sense that it focuses on the entire family. So often you'll see community-based organizations that will focus on the children 0 to 5, or they'll focus just on someone who has an addiction, or they'll focus on this or that. And if you can just think of the body, I mean, it's like you can't just think about the arm and not the head, or it's all one body. So that's what's really exciting about the work that's being done in with family resource centers and family strengthening organizations, is that they focus on the entire family. The entire family is what is truly valuable and unique. And what's exciting about this field is that the way that they do their work, and I call it the magic that they do. And the way that they do their work is that they focus not only on the family, but on what are the needs of that community. Within each county, some will have 20, 30, some will have 2. It just kind of depends. But they look very different because every community is different. They really do cater to the needs and the supports that are needed in that community. For example, in Orange County, there is a family resource center that works mainly with the Middle Eastern community. And they have been around, I believe, for 10 years now. And it is amazing what they've been able to accomplish. And every year they have a gala, and the entire community comes out and supports them, and it certainly helps support the organization. And it was started, that family strengthening organization was started by a woman who came from Palestine. And she came to this country, ended up getting a divorce, and then before you knew it, she found out that she needed to be able to support herself and her children. And she didn't know how to navigate the system. So that was really her orientation into, so what do we do? What does one do when one runs into these kinds of problems? And the fact that she was able to really grow her organization, and they're doing a wonderful job, be able to grow it in such a way that people came there and they come there and they feel comfortable there, and they feel like they can go there and be treated with respect, and people know their language and their culture and their customs and so on. So it's really, they're doing some great work there. There are other areas. I just visited a family resource center in Los Angeles that the community is largely Latino. And it was great because, again, the center really reflects what's going on in that community. So, they certainly had a child care area, and they were going to be having an area where they had a community cooking area. And how do you make healthy meals, those types of things. And they had the artwork, of course, more Latino or traditional artwork that's pertinent for Latino communities. But and also the people that work there were from the community. And it was funny because when Plymouth comes to the door, you'd see them come in, and oh, my comadre so-and-so is here. And so it was really sweet. It was very sweet to see that, and that there was such a bond and such a connection to the community. Our job is really to advocate for innovative policies, programs, and resources for the family strengthening organizations. And our thinking is this, is that we know that public policy leads to resources, and resources lead to sustainability of these family strengthening organizations. And if these family strengthening organizations are able to provide their services to the families and their children, then we know that California is going to thrive. We know that. And so what we do is we focus on public policy and helping policymakers understand what is happening at the local level with regard to building strong families and communities. What does it take? And what's happening, and how they can invest. So our approach is, if you really knew what was happening at the local level, you would really want to invest, because let me tell you, you get a great return on investment, and the way the services are provided are quality. I mean, they provide counseling, they provide family economic supports, they help families, figure out how to do budgeting, they do ESL programs, they do childcare. Again, it really just runs the gamut, and it really does depend on, what does the community need? What's really going to help that community thrive and succeed? They really work magic in their communities But so often policymakers don't even know that they're in their own backyards. And that's what our job is. Our job at the California Family Resource Association, we call ourselves CFRA, our job is to make sure that policymakers understand what these local, community-based, family-oriented, prevention-oriented organizations do. And I think once they really understand what it is that these organizations do, the outcomes they achieve, the transformation that occurs, that they'll be wanting to support them. What we would like to see is that anyone, any organization that is serving families, that is serving and wanting families to thrive and succeed, we would like them to be a part of our organization. Because if we can go to the legislature and we can say we have 500 members and those 500 members represent 5 million families, that's a huge constituency. And that's what we need to be able to do. And that's what I mean when I say that the family strengthening field is a sleeping giant. I mean, they do wonderful work, but a lot of people don't know about it. And I think the time's come for them to say, you know what, wait a minute, we've been doing this on a shoestring for years, and now it's time for us to make sure that we have the resources that we need to serve our families in a way that's dignified and is really life-giving. As an association, we're a growing association. We're only going to be as effective as we are, our numbers are large. So we really need lots of members to join. So we really encourage everyone who is serving families and who is serving families in this way that they become a member of the California Family Resource Association and really join, you know, under one roof, one voice for families. What's really important is for people to really recognize what our ultimate vision is. And our ultimate vision is to create communities where they put children and families first. And if we can all just imagine that, what would that look like? I think the issue of child abuse is going to go away, the issues of addictions will go away. I mean, we have a great opportunity to create great change. And what parent doesn't want their children to thrive? And that's what's really key to all of this work, is that parents want their children to thrive. We want to help parents do their jobs in the best way they can.